In this video, we're going to be reminded of how to solve an inequality. Just like solving an equation, first step, you're going to want to get all of your variables together. I like to move the variable with the smaller coefficient so that the coefficient left is positive. As a reminder, if you choose to move the variable with the larger coefficient and you end up multiplying or dividing through an inequality by a negative, that you need to flip the inequality symbol. So as I mentioned, I like to move the one with the smaller coefficient, so I'm going to subtract x from both sides, ending up with 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. Subtracting the 1 from both sides, we get 2x is greater than or equal to 1. And dividing both sides by 2, we get x is greater than or equal to 1/2. Graphing, setting up the number line, we'll put our 1/2 in the middle with 1 and 0 on either side. It's an or equal to, so we'll shade in that circle. And x is greater than, so we'll shade off to the right. We've already got our answer expressed as an inequality, so we'll translate it to set notation. The or equal to gives us a bracket, and it's unbounded going up to infinity. Last example, some of you may be a little hesitant on this one because of the fraction. There's actually a really easy way to work with fractions, and that is to just get rid of it right off the bat. So if you have more than one fraction, you'll multiply by the common denominator. In this case, we've only got 1, so I'm going to multiply both sides through by that 4. And what happens is, on the left-hand side, the multiplication by 4 cancels that division by 4, and the fraction disappears. So on the left-hand side, we'll distribute that 4, giving us 36x minus 4 is less than, I'm going to distribute the 3, so we get 48x minus 6. Again, I like to move the variable with the smaller coefficient, so I'm going to subtract 36x from both sides. Make sure you do not lose the negative sign on your 4. Another common mistake is that students see that subtraction sign as irrelevant once the 36x in front of it is gone. It changes into a negative sign. Adding that 6 to both sides and dividing both sides by 12, simplifying our answer, we get 1/6 is less than x. Setting up our number line, there's no reason we can't use fractions for our number line. So 2/6 would simplify to 1/3, and we'd have 0 off to the left. Open circle on this one for the strictly greater than, as we're reading this backwards, x is greater than 1/6, so I'm going to shade off to the right again. And again, we've already got our answer in inequality notation, so we're going to translate this to the interval notation. Our answer is strictly greater than, so we've got that parenthesis instead of the bracket. And again, unbounded going up to infinity. Finally, I've got a couple of questions that I would like you to try on your own. Bring your work as best as you can attempt it to class tomorrow, and we'll start off with these as a warm-up.